When children think of monsters, they think of something under their bed or in their closet at night when they're trying to sleep. Most normal children would call in their mom or dad and ask them to tuck them in at night and make the scary monsters go away. However, according to the Administration on Children and Families, or the acf.hhs.gov, 1 in 58 children, the monster is someone the child should be able to trust, such as a mother and father. Today, I will inform you on the issue of child abuse in the United States. I will inform you on what child abuse really is, the different types of child abuse, and the statistics and facts to back that findings up. So the first question, what is child abuse? According to the childhelp.org, child abuse is any act that endangers a child's mental, physical, or emotional health. According to columbusgeorgia.org, child abuse is damage that is done to a child with no reasonable explanation at all. According to thefutureofchildren.org, child abuse appears to be an injury or a series of injuries that are obviously not an accident and cannot be explained. The Child Abuse Prevention and Treatment Act, or CAPTA, defines child abuse and neglect as any recent act or failure to act on the part of a parent or caretaker which results in death, serious physical or emotional harm, sexual abuse or exploitation, or an act or failure to act which present risk or serious harm. This information came from childwelfare.org. As stated on healthyplace.com, there are 5 different types of child abuse: physical abuse, sexual abuse, verbal abuse, emotional abuse, and child neglect. Physical abuse is any non-accidental injury to a child, such as hitting, kicking, slapping, shaking, burning, pinching, biting, choking, and throwing. Sexual abuse is any sexual act between an adult and a child, such as fondling, penetration, intercourse, exploitation, pornography, or child prostitution. Emotional abuse is any attitude or behavior that interferes with a child's mental health or social development. Types of emotional abuse include yelling, screaming, name-calling, negative comparisons of a child to another child, and failure to provide love and attention by simply stating or not stating, "I love you." Child neglect is failure to provide a child's physical needs. This includes lack of supervision, no housing or shelter, lack of food or water, lack of clothing, lack of medical attention in case of emergency, and abandonment. I've made some charts with some startling facts and statistics. This information that I used for the charts came from SafeHorizon.org and DoSomething.org. The first chart is the number of children who died from abuse or neglect. 44.4% of children in the United States under 1 year old have died from abuse or neglect. 70.3% of children under the age of 3 have died from abuse or neglect. Of the young adults who suffered child abuse or neglect by the age of 21, 80% met the criteria for at least one psychiatric disorder. Of the child abuse cases in 2012, 53.5% were perpetrated by females and 45.3% were perpetrated by males. So, more children than you would think are abused every day in a variety of different ways. If you, someone you know, or someone you suspect is being abused, please report it. Most of the time, the abuser is someone the child knows and trusts. If you suspect someone is being abused, only ask 4 questions. Ask what happened, ask who did this to you, where were you when this happened, and when did it happen. Do not investigate, ask leading questions, or make promises to the child. This gives them false hope. Do provide a safe environment for the child. Tell the child it was not his or her fault. Listen to them. Most importantly, listening is the most important thing that you can do for a child in time of abuse. Document the child's exact quotes when they tell you what happened. Support them and always, always tell the truth. Children are raised to respect adults, and when this respect is taken advantage of, it destroys a precious child's innocence and potentially scars them forever.